In this tutorial, I will share with you 2 techniques that I use to create looping videos, and I will show you how to do that with 4 different video editing softwares. So this is how we're gonna do it in CapCut. I have already my footage imported. It is a 40-second video, and what I'll do now, I'll take the time indicator and perhaps I will move it just 5 seconds before the end of the video. If you have a shorter video, you might as well just go 1 or 2 seconds. Then what I'll do, I'll split it by pressing this button that says split. Take this second part, drag it all the way to the beginning. So what we did here, we already created a transition from the end to beginning. If you will play, you will see it's a nice continuation. And now what we have to do is to make a seamless transition from this part to this part. As you can see, if you play, we have a very clear jump. We select the top video. We go to video basic, where it says blend opacity 100. And if you hover your mouse over here, you will see add keyframe. That's what we're gonna do. We add the keyframe by pressing here. And then we take the time indicator, we move all the way to the end, and we reduce opacity to 0. All right, so if you play, you will see that you have an absolutely seamless transition in the part where is the water. However, if you pay attention to the tree, you will see that it gets kind of blurry during the transition moment. But I'll show you how to, let's say, improve it, how to make it look better. So select both clips, create compound clip, because what I like here is the water transition, so I want to keep it. Then we again take the same footage and we drag it into the timeline, trim it to match the length. Then video mask, I will choose the pen, create a selection only for the tree. Okay, if we hide the bottom layer, we will see our selection and add feather. Then we can unhide it. We select both, hold Alt button to duplicate. Then on this layer that we duplicated, the top one, there is the tree, we select it, go to this button here and we press reverse. So what does it do? It reverses the footage. It will start at the very end and it'll play towards the beginning. So here's how it's looking. If you zoom in, you see at this point it starts reversing, and this way by incorporating 2 different techniques you can create a seamless video loop. We are in Filmora now, so what we will do, we will take the time indicator and place it perhaps 5 seconds before the end. It doesn't matter that much, could be even 3 seconds. By having the footage selected, we're gonna split it by clicking on this button. Then we're gonna take the second part and we're gonna drag it all the way to the beginning. And at this point, what we created is a seamless transition from the end to the beginning. So what we have to do is just make a transition from this video to this. As you can see, if we play it here, you can clearly see we have a jump. Take the time indicator, we put it almost to the very beginning of it. If we go to video basic, where is compositing, opacity, make sure it's 100%. And if you hover over this point, you will see it says add keyframe. So this is what we're gonna do. We press and add a keyframe. Then we take the time indicator, we place it just before the video ends, and we take opacity and we drag it to 0. Now, if you play, you will see that we have a seamless transition in the water part. However, if you pay attention to the tree, you will see that it kind of gets blurry. Now, what I would do in this case, and this is just a personal preference, I will keep this seamless transition only for the water, and I will right click, create compound clip out of it. Then I will take the same clip. I will make sure that it aligns, hide the bottom layer for the moment, then go to mask, choose draw mask, and let's create a selection only of the tree part. Then let's add some blur strength. Now we can enable our bottom layer, select both, hold Alt button, and we duplicate the footage. Then select this duplicated video, go to speed, and where it says reverse speed, enable it. Unhide the bottom layer And if you play now, you will see that the video of the tree is reversing. It starts from the end and it goes all the way to the beginning. And this is how, using two different techniques, we can create a seamless looping video. Now we are in DaVinci Resolve. So what we do, we take time indicator, we place it perhaps 5 seconds before the end. If you have a shorter footage, you can place it perhaps 1 or 2 seconds. We click on this razor blade and we split the footage. Then we take selection tool and we take the second part and we drag it all the way to the beginning. Then place the time indicator almost at the very beginning. We select the top video. We go to inspector here, video, composite, and it says opacity, make sure it's 100, and add this keyframe by pressing this button. Let's move time indicator almost all the way to the end, and let's change opacity to 0. Now if you play, you will see that we have a seamless transition in the part where we have water. However, the tree is kind of blurry. For that, I would use a different technique that I am about to show you. For now, let's select those two, right click, and let's create new compound clip out of it. And I will use this compound clip for a seamless water transition. And now I will add the same footage into the timeline, trim it to match the length of the compound clip below. Then we select this top layer. Let's go to color, press on this button that says window, and we select the pen tool here. With the pen tool, make a selection only of the part where we have the tree. Just like that. I will go back to edit mode and I will disable the bottom video just for now. And in color mode, right click, add alpha output, and we connect blue to blue. So this way we enable our selection. Let's not forget to add some softness, just a touch. All right, then we can go back to edit, enable our track below, select both, hold Alt button and drag it to the right side. If we play now, we see that the water has a seamless transition except for the tree. And to fix the tree, select the duplicate back in video, and just below the composite there is a speed change, and press these two arrows that are pointing to the left side. And what does it do? It reverses the footage. It starts the footage from the end and it plays towards the beginning of it. And when you play, if you pay attention to the tree, it starts reversing. And just like that, by using two different techniques, we can create a looping video. And now we are in Adobe Premiere Pro. This time we're gonna do exactly the same. We're gonna move the time indicator 5 seconds before the end of the video. If you have a shorter footage, you can do it perhaps 1 or 2 seconds before. Then we grab this razor tool and we split the footage. Again, back to selection tool, and we move this second part all the way to the beginning. We created a seamless transition from the end to the beginning. And now what we have to do is to create a transition from this video to this. To do that, let's place time indicator almost at the very beginning. We select this video, go to Effect Controls. If you don't see it, you can enable in window Effect Controls. Then go to Opacity and let's add a keyframe by pressing here. Make sure it's 100. Move time indicator almost all the way to the end, and let's change opacity to 0. Now, if you're gonna play, you will see that we have an absolutely seamless transition in the part where we have a river flowing. However, if you pay attention to the tree, you will see that it gets kind of blurry during the transition. To fix the tree and make it loop seamlessly, there's one technique that I personally would use. First, select both, right click, nest them together, and then let's grab the same video. Make sure you trim it, then hide the bottom one. Then let's go again to Effect Controls, and where it says opacity, let's choose this pen tool, and with this pen tool, let's make selection of the tree. Then add a bit of feather like this, and now we can enable the bottom layer. Right, let's select both of those videos, hold Alt button, duplicate by dragging to the right side. If you're gonna play this part, we're still having a jump here on the tree, and to fix that is so simple. Right click, speed duration, check reverse speed. it will reverse the video and it will play from the end towards the beginning. And by using these two techniques, you can really easily create a looping video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.